Very good morning, students. Welcome to online physical science classes, 8th class. We are in the chapter force. So, as a part of this chapter force, today we are going to study about contact forces. As you all know that there are 4 types of contact forces. Today we are going to cover about what are the muscular force and frictional forces. Okay. So, children, contact forces. As I have already explained you in the previous class that the contact forces are the forces which exerts when there is a direct physical contact between the two interacting objects. That means when there is a direct contact between the two interacting objects. When two objects are in contact with each other, then only the forces will be acting between them. Such kind of forces are called as contact forces. Okay, we have seen that contact forces are of 4 types. They are muscular force, frictional force, normal force and tensional force. So these are the 4 different types of contact forces where the force will be existing only when the direct contact is there between the two interacting objects. Okay. Coming to first one, that is muscular force. What is the muscular force, children? So the force which is exerted on the objects by using our body muscles is called as muscular force. There are different activities. There are many activities in our daily life which we are going to use the muscular force in order to fulfill that activities. In order to do that activities, we are going to use our muscular force. So if we list out the activities, what are the activities? Some examples we will be seeing here. Lowering of a basket, lifting a bucket from a well, pushing a car, pulling a cow, opening a door, hitting a cricket ball with bat, playing badminton, digging a borewell, and rising or hoisting a flag. These are some of the activities where we use our muscular force. That means where we use the force, where we exert the force on these various objects by using our body muscles. Lowering a basket means when we are trying to lower a basket, we have to use our body muscles, and the body muscles will work on it based upon their contraction and expansion. So the force will be acted upon the basket and it will be lowered. Similarly, in all these examples also, in our daily life, we will be using the muscular force only. So muscular force is one of the contact force. While using the muscular force, we have to be in contact with the object. Without touching or without being in contact with the object, we cannot exert the force on that object. Hence, muscular force comes under the contact force. Okay, children. Now let us move to the next one. That is second one of contact forces. The second type of contact force is frictional force. Frictional force. Okay, this is very important. Frictional force. Try to understand. And here I have given 2 examples, 2 situations. Suppose when you are rolling a ball on a level ground, that ball will coming to stop. That means it comes to rest after some time. The rolling ball will not continuously roll on a level ground. It will be coming to rest after some time. Okay, did you observe any time? Hope most of you observed. Okay, in the second example, speed of the bicycle decreasing gradually when we stop pedaling. When we stop pedaling of a bicycle, after some time, the speed of the bicycle slowly, gradually decreases. When we stop pedaling, the speed of the bicycle gradually decreases. So in these 2 examples, what is the force that is stopping the objects? What is the force that is decreasing the speed of the objects? That is ball and bicycle. Both of them will come to rest or their speed will be gradually decreasing. No? Then what is the force that is acting upon these objects? That is nothing but that is the frictional force. So here a friction is the resistance to the movement of a body over the surface of another body. When the one object is moving over the surface of another body, in between these 2 objects, in between those 2 bodies or in between those 2 objects, there will be existing some force of resistance which is actually stopping the movement of the object, which is actually stopping the motion of the object. Okay, that resistance force is called as the frictional force. The friction is, that's why it is called as the resistance force. Friction is the resistance to the movement of a body over the surface of another body, and friction is always working in the opposite direction to the direction of motion of the object. The object is moving in one direction and the frictional force will be acting in the opposite to the direction of the motion of the object, and hence the frictional force will stop the movement of a body. And frictional force depends upon the surface of the object. So to understand that one, we will see one activity: observing the motion of objects on an inclined plane. In this activity, here we have to take a tray. I have shown you here. We have to take a tray. In this tray, just to place 3 objects. One is the ice cube, another one is coin, rupee coin, and the third one is eraser. So when we are going to start this activity, we have to place all the 3 objects. That means ice cubes, rupee coin, and eraser. All of the 3 must be in the same position. We have to place them in the same line. And after that, we have to lift the one end of the tray. We have to lift one end of the tray like this. When we lift one end of the tray, slowly the objects will be sliding downward direction, sliding down. We can observe that the 3 objects tends to slide down. 3 objects. What are the 3 objects? Eraser, rupee coin, and ice cubes. The 3 objects starts to slide down. Then which one will be among the 3 objects? Which one will be sliding down first? Means here we can say ice cubes slides down first. Ice cubes slides down first compared to remaining 2 objects. That is rupee coin will remain here only and eraser will remain here only. But ice cubes slides down first and they will move to the another end of the tray as soon as possible. This is because due to melting of ice. What is going to take place here? When we place the ice cube here, it starts melting. When the ice melts, it gives water. Ice cubes, it starts the melting of ice into water, and due to that, which decrease the frictional force. Okay, in between the ice cube and the surface of the tray, there will be existing some frictional force, and due to the melting of ice cubes, it produces water, and due to this, it decreases the frictional force. When the frictional force is decreased, that means resistance towards the motion is decreased, the movement will become faster. Hence, the ice cubes will be moving very fast, will be coming to another end very fastly. They will be sliding down faster compared to the remaining 2 objects. And which one will be experiences more frictional force? In this case means the eraser will experience more frictional force. Eraser do not move. It will be like that only. It will be in the same position, and otherwise it will be moving very slowly, sliding down very slowly compared to remaining 2 objects. This is because the frictional force, more frictional force. Okay, eraser experiences more frictional force. Hence, there will be the more resistance towards the motion. Hence, eraser will be sliding down very, very slowly. And the coin will be in the middle of these 2 objects like that. So, these all depends upon the how much resistance towards the motion. How much these objects are experiencing, how much resistance towards the motion. And also, it depends upon the surface of the surface on which they are moving. Okay, the frictional force depends upon the nature of the surface. The nature of the surface may be 2 types. Here it may be rough surface or smooth surface. Depending upon that also, the frictional force will be acting on the object. Surface is very rough. Then there will be more number of irregularities. There will be more number of ups and downs. Due to that, the frictional force will be high. When rough surface experiences more frictional force. Hence, there will be less movement of the objects. Resistance towards the motion is high. Whereas on the smooth surface, the frictional force will be less. Therefore, the objects will be moving very fast. So, this is about frictional force. Down some important points. We'll meet with another 2 types are there, normal force and tension. We'll be seeing in the next video. Okay, children, thank you very much.